Hi, everybody. I just wanted to talk to you about Dayeinu, the song from the Seder. And I was thinking about it, and it starts with, all the good things. It starts, how many are the good things that the Almighty has showered upon us? And it goes, if he would have taken us out of Egypt, but not had executed the judgments against him, it would have been enough for us. If he had carried out his judgments against them, but not against their gods, it would have been enough for us. Dayeinu. If he had destroyed his gods, but not slain their firstborn, it would have been enough for us. Dayeinu. It keeps going and going. If he had slain his firstborn, but not given us their wealth, it would have been enough. And it keeps going and going, right? So Dayeinu would have been enough. But what does that mean? It would have been enough. So one where I've seen is, it would have been enough for us to give God thanks. But it feels very incomplete. Each of these statements feels very incomplete. So I realized this Passover that they were incomplete because it was part of a process. But it occurred to me, as part of the process, we have to be thankful and grateful for each step of it. Because sometimes we're like, we feel like, I feel like everything relates to my kids. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? So, we know the Passover story. We know how it starts. We know how it ends. And are we there yet? Are we there yet? But the process is important too. And each time we hit something in life where it's hard to say, are we there yet? That's where we want to be. We want to be at the end instead of enjoying the journey. It's going on a road trip. Let's say you're going from, Michigan to Florida. And there's some really cool stuff on the way. I don't know if you guys realize it. In Tennessee, there's an underground cave that's huge. And you can go and tour it. It's very cool. But if you are just trying to get from place A to place B, you miss out a lot on the way. And sometimes life's like that too. You have to be grateful for each of the pieces. So that's one thought. And another thought I came across when I was looking at this was, I'm just going to read this real fast. The previous Lubavitcher Rebbe, number 6, the Rabbi Yosef Yitzchak Schneerson said, he was talking about, I'm taking this from the Lubavitch Haggadah, but I'm going to paraphrase, sorry. So it's very easy to say that each part of our growth in Judaism, because all of us are growing, wherever you're starting, wherever you are in your life, we're all growing in our Judaism, and especially since October 7th. I feel like everybody all of a sudden has not all of a sudden, just all of a sudden, it's when you get a slap in the face, all of a sudden it's like, whoa, what happened here? And we've been taking on different things. Some people have started lighting candles for Shabbat. Some people have maybe started doing kosher a little more. And wherever you are, you're picking up new things. I'm trying to do certain things that I wasn't doing before. But it's very easy in our growth to say, I've had enough. I'm good with where I'm at. And he's saying here, it's very normal for us to do that we're happy with where we are, and we don't really feel like moving on and pushing ourselves forward. And he was saying, Rabbi Schneerson was saying that the Baal Shem Tov taught us that if you dig deeper into your soul, you'll find the courage and the desire to progress further. So that's what he was saying. It's easy for us to say, Dayeinu, we've done enough. And it's very easy to say, I'm good with where I'm at. And there's nothing wrong with that. Dayeinu, that would have been enough. It's enough for us. But especially at this time and juncture where the Jewish people are in danger, we need to push ourselves a little bit. So I wanted to introduce to you something that we read between every Shabbat and on Shabbat, between Pesach and Shavuot, which is when we receive the Torah. And some people go further and do it over the summer also. But it's a book of self-improvement, okay, that goes back a couple thousand years. They're Mishnahs. And we'll talk about what Mishnah is a different time, but it's something called Pirkei Avot, sayings or ethics of our fathers. And it is a collection of sayings that they were known for saying, not of mitzvot. It doesn't talk about kosher. It doesn't talk about like, the particulars of what we should and shouldn't do. It talks about how do we live as Jews. Okay. So what we do is for these 7 weeks between leaving Egypt and getting the Torah, because freedom, God gave us freedom out of Egypt, is chaos without rules. When you don't have rules for your freedom, it could turn into pure chaos. So, on our way to getting the Torah, which makes our freedom worthwhile, because it's not just chaos, we are becoming something greater than where we were. We are working on improving ourselves. So instead of saying Dayeinu, we are improving. We're going from the Dayeinu of Passover to the freedom with the rules, which makes it ultimately a whole lot better, and becoming servants of God. We're God's reps on earth, right? We have to do right by. We have to show our godly image through what we do. And that's what Pirkei Avot is these sayings by, these great rabbis, Hillel and Shammai and Akiva and, the big names, on how to actually live the life of being a Jew, not just, doing the mitzvot, which is part of what we do, but also we have to live the mitzvot, and we have to live and be decent human beings. So Judaism is a lot more than a bunch of rules. Anyway, I just wanted to wish you all well. Hope everybody had a nice Pesach. And we're looking forward to Shavuot and receiving the Torah. Have a great day.